So in this video we are going to look at the all new Daiwa Seaborg 300J. So this has just been released from Daiwa Australia and it's their smallest electric reel that they've brought into the Australian market. So I figured let's take a quick look at it. I'll show you what's in the box and I'm going to show you how to spool one of these reels as well with braided line. But anyway, let's get into it. So in the box we have our instruction manual. It's all in Japanese, so I can't read that. We've got some more paperwork. We have the little reel pouch. Now, this is one thing I think with the electric reels, they should be giving you a better reel pouch, but anyway, that's what they come with. They also come with this little sticker here. Now, this has a, if you can see it, a min and a max on it. Now, that's to go on the side of the reel, which I'm going to show you. Got the power cord. Okay, so yeah, we have the power cord here. Now, what a lot of guys tend to do, especially if you're fishing these reels out of your boat, is they actually cut these crocodile clips off and they put an Anderson plug or a 2-pin connector on there. That's fine. If you're traveling around and you're fishing on charter boats and different boats, then you can leave these on, or you can rig it up in some other kind of way for how you like it. So now we get on to the good part. We have the reel. So the little 300 Seaborg. Look at that thing. That is one sexy little electric reel. And it's actually quite small. You don't realize, I don't know if you can tell in the video just the kind of size of the reel, but it fits in your hand perfectly. It's not overly large. It's actually quite smaller than what I thought it was going to be before when I saw it announced. But anyway, look at that. So we have the little toggle bar on the front. Now this is a variable speed controller, and that there, you obviously, that controls how quickly the line is retrieved by the reel. So you're going to use that with your thumb as you're fishing. On the side, now this is what that little sticker here is for. You can stick it on this. Now what this does is it's actually a tensioner. So this will adjust how fast the pawl will travel. So the tighter you do this little I don't know, what would you call it, knob up, the slower that the reel is going to drop, or the faster that the reel is going to drop. So that's what that sticker is on. Well, that's what that sticker is in the box for. We have a nice big polished aluminium handle. You can see the star drag there, easily increase or decrease. You've got your little power, that's where the power plugs into. This is actually a line keeper, so when your reel, say we spool the reel up and we're putting it away, you can wrap your line around there, and that actually, it's a line keeper. All electric reels have it. Now this here is your free spool. So there's two ways you can free spool with this reel. You can either engage it via the button and disengage it via the little nodule on the side there, or the little, I don't know, another little button there, or you can manually do it with the bail. With the handle. So boom, drop your line down, auto engage the reel with the handle. Now we have the little buttons on the front of the reel, which we have the pickup. So what pickup allows you to do is, instead of using that little toggle bar, it's a set speed, and if you just need to retrieve just a little bit of line that's out of your tip, you can just simply press the pickup button and that will retrieve that little bit of line. We have a reset button here as well. So the reset, what that does is it pretty much resets the reel to wherever you are, whatever section of line is out, it resets it. It zeroes the reel out essentially. So if you're at the bottom of if you're say 100 meters down and you press reset, the reel's going to reset itself, and you're going to have to manually wind that line back in. You also have a menu button there as well, which this reel is going to have features in it that we're probably not even going to ever need to know how to use. All we really want to know how to use with this reel is how to retrieve the line, which is with this little toggle. And that's really all you're going to need to know how to do with this reel. Now, as far as line capacity, this reel is ideally suited for P3 and P4 lines. It holds 300 meters of PE4 line and 400 meters of PE3. So it holds a substantial amount. This is going to be really good on those slow pitch style rods for light jigging. This is actually going to be a really good bottom meeting reel. So I reckon if you want to get something fun to use, this is going to be pretty good enjoyable little reel. But now a bit more specs on this reel. The gear ratio is 5.1 to 1, so it's reasonably fast. The reel overall weighs 575 grams, so in the hand it's not too heavy. It's definitely going to fit very well on a light rod. Now, would you believe it, this reel has actually got 18 ball bearings. I don't know where they fit them all. I honestly don't know where they fit them all, because yeah, it's absolutely stacked with ball bearings. They also pack a whopping 16 kilos of drag, so that's a friggin' shitload for a small little reel like this. So you're gonna have some stopping power with this thing. Anyway, that's the all new Daiwa Seaborg 300J. So you can check them out on our website at TackleWest.com.au. You can go on there, you can order yourself one, you can come in store, you can have a play and we can spool one up for you. But what I'm going to quickly do now is I'm going to show you how to spool one of these electric reels. So let's go out the back into the line machine and I'll run you through it. Okay, so we've got our electric reel hooked up to our power bank, and now we're going to spool it. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold the pickup and the memo button down at the same time. The reel's going to beep at us once. It's going to give us all this Japanese writing that I don't understand. So I'm going to wing it and I'm going to press OK. I'm going to press OK again. Then it has P1, P2, P3. Now we're going to go with P1 because this is when the line is known. So we have a line counter on our machine here which is going to tell us exactly how much line we're putting onto this reel. So we're going to go with P1, and now we get to this section where this is the spooling section. Now we have a little tensioner bar on the screen of the reel, and there's a little arrow. So you generally want to keep this arrow in the middle so it has a decent amount of tension, and it's as simple as engaging the reel. Now you want to make sure you've got enough tension. You don't want to be putting the line on too loose, because if the line's on too loose, the reel will, the line will dig into itself. It's bloody fast. Mate, this thing is fast. It is absolutely ripping the line in. I'm actually really surprised how much pull this reel has. Just holding it here, it's friggin' got some power, man. And like I said, you can adjust that speed. So when you're fishing with this reel, you can see how you can adjust the speed just by your thumb. In a minute or something, because it's absolutely ripping the line in. Now we're going to stop there. We have 300 meters of line on this reel. You can see we have it on the counter. Obviously, if you're at home and you don't have a line counter, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but if you bring it into the shop, we've got the line counters in the machine and we can count how much line that we're actually putting onto your reel. But that thing, I mean, that absolutely ripped the line in. I can't believe how much line it bloody took. So from there, you pretty much press OK, and it's semi-smart, so it roughly knows how much line has already been retrieved. But what you can actually do is you can go in and set it, or whatever meterage of line that you've put on. So the reel already has 300 meters, but it has little increments of 10 meters, 30 meters, 50 meters. So whatever amount of line you put on, in this case we've put 310 meters on, we press OK. So we'll press OK again, and the reel is set. So from here, we're just going to cut that line off. Now, like I was saying before, earlier, with the reset button. So this is one feature that you do need to know how to use when you're using these little reels. So now the reel, like I said, let's say we've got, you know, 3 foot, 3 meters out. If we press reset, that reel ain't retrieving any more line. So if you have to technically, well, you have to physically wind that line back onto the reel, okay, and reset it to where you want it to stop. So a good thing about this feature is you can tie your leader on, and then you can tie your swivel on the end of your rod tip, and you can say have it 1 meter out of your rod tip, and you can press the reset button so that you will never wind the line or the swivel back into your rod tip. So that's what the reset button does. You don't want to do it when you're at the bottom of the ocean in bloody 100 meters of water, but that's what it does. That was bloody quick, eh?
That was bloody quick. That took like what, a couple of minutes to spot 300 meters?
Yeah, it's pretty hectic. So anyway, guys, that's the all-new Seaborg 300. Come and check them out at TackleWest. We have them in stock at the moment. We haven't got a lot of them, but anyway, you can check them out on our website. You can check them out in store. But the all-new Daiwa Seaborg 300J.